And we are back. Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a bit of a different video. I've not actually done this in a long time. Obviously, been on holiday last week. This week I've just been back enjoying what I enjoy most, and that's just training. So we're going to do just a raw leg workout today. We have hack squats today, so I thought instead of making all the fancy edits, as much as I do enjoy doing that, I want to just record just me training. Like, this is literally what I do every single day, obviously apart from rest days. Just get in the gym, headphones on. We're training with young Sam, my brother, as well, so it'll be a good session. So yeah, without any further ado, just going to crack on my leg session, man. So first off, we had calves. I never actually recorded it, but I swear to God we done it. We had a triple drop set. I actually have calves before every single session. The simple reason being it's an extremely lacking body part for myself. But on leg days I add an extra set of that drop set, just that intensifier to add more volume to them. Next we have up is adductors. We basically have adductors, leg extension and hamstring curl before we go into a hack squat, etc, etc. The simple reason being is that your muscles are fresher, so the ability to get that muscle fully short, which basically means fully contracted, is greater, so it makes sense to put them first. Also, it's going to give you a greater ability to get warm and get blood around these joints, your knee joints, your hip joints, etc, etc, for going into the hack squat. So we have a top set and then a back off set on adductors. Now, 6, good, don't jerk, use your adductors. In. 7, get fucking 1. You want this, mate. Pause, don't fuck it, make it a good rep now. Get it in, get it in, get it in, get it in. I'm not helping you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good set, mate. 3, 2, 1. Right, mate, perfect, thank you. Let's get 1, you prick. Oh my God. Fucking pump you get in your adductors after doing like a back off set is mad. Fucking walk to the toilet, man, your legs are like rubbing together. Very, very nice. But yep, that was actually matched reps on my top and back off set, which I guess is fine. Just making sure we get that pause in the bottom. But thirdly, we are on to leg extension. A few things in regards to setting this up. You want to try and bring this pad as far up your shin as possible, and that's going to help take pressure off your joints. Try and make sure your knees are in line with the axis of the machine. And one thing like you see a lot of people doing is they'll just jerk up and their hips will come up. So one of you'll notice is that when I do my top set and back off set, I actually strap myself to the machine, make sure I'm pulling down, because the more stability you can create, the better. Also, I will always try and pause at the top of this movement. However, this is something that Charlie, somebody watched the videos, Charlie usually gets issues with pausing at the top because it hurts his knees. Now, yes, on paper that is better, so that's where your quad's going to be fully short, so it makes time to sometimes spend more time there. However, if that's causing you knee pain, don't fucking do it, alright? If something's causing you pain, don't just do it because the book says that. For me, I have been getting some knee pain once I go like past the stack. It does start to aggravate my knee, so I'm just going to spend time with the stack and try to slow the movement down and then go from there. But this is a movement that you see a lot of people like backing out of. Like, the feeling in your quad is going to be fucking vile, but I promise you, you'll always have more. So yeah, you'll see this when I put Sam through these paces with this. It's going to be fantastic. 9, that's better. Come on, get that pause at the top. Get up, 10, go 1, do not fucking dare stop there. Come on, come on, come on, come with me, mate, come with me, mate, come with me, mate, finish your rep. Everything you have, everything you have. I've got it. Yep, control. That's it, bro. fucking feeling mental, man. Leg extension done, felt good. Both were progressed. The top set actually was almost 10. I saw that right down in my notes. It's like if I don't get the full rep, I'll just write like almost whatever number just to make sure that I get that number next week before progressing, especially as I mentioned there, like sometimes I get knee pain. There was no knee pain there, so that's technically progression. Honestly, like me and my brother were just saying that there, like only after doing calves, adductors and leg extension, like they both feel fucked. Like it is mad like what you can do when you're willing to put in the effort. Next we have a lying hamstring curl. Now people say, I prefer doing seated, I prefer doing lying. Like I do both, so I have two different rotations. I train pull push legs 1, rest upper, rest legs 2, and this is leg day 2, so we have a lying hamstring curl. But the best thing I want you to think about here is like don't jerk the weight up and don't try and like do back extensions. You don't want that feeling in your erectors. You want to try your best to focus on your hamstrings. So drop your ego and think about activating your hamstrings before pulling back up. Obviously there's going to get to a point in your training that you can't always think about the mind to muscle connection, especially when you're lifting higher weight. But when you're doing like isolation work, I think it is important. So think about pulling yourself into the pad, think about driving your hips into the pad and using your hamstrings. Big deep breath, keep your tummy tight. Good. Heels to bum, heels to bum, heels to bum, heels to bum. Let's go one, let's go one. Come on, Sambo. I'm with you, mate, I'm with you. 1 minute, let's go for the back. No, 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 no. Hips down, hips down, hips down. Come on, come on. Control, control, control. Good. Calm down. Fucking feeling. So now we have the hard stuff. That's the easy stuff done. Calves, adductors, leg extension and hamstring curls. As I said, now we've got the hard stuff. So we have a hack squat. Now wait, this hack squat, this is a Watson hack squat. This moves in elevation. So what me and Connor used to do when this first came in, we used to actually measure the pole. You can't see it from there, but it's got like a hydraulic pump. So what to do is if your hack squat does move in regards to gradient, you obviously, well I'm guessing you do, want to keep things the same like every single week. So say for instance you've done a 35 degree hack squat and got 4 plates. Next week, if you've done a 40 degree hack squat and go for 4 plates, it would feel ridiculously heavier. So if you go on your iPhone, and I'll show you this just now, and type in measure, you will see this little measure tool here. I don't know if that's going to focus. Doesn't matter. If it's not focusing, it's fine. But basically, I will. So basically on your phone you've got a measure tool. If you click level and then put your phone against the pad, again I didn't think the camera's going to pick up, so it's fine. You can see this is 35 degrees, so that's fine. So I know that that's exactly 35 degrees, so obviously if it was higher, I would adjust the pump and bring it down lower, because you obviously want to keep things the same. So if any of you do use a Watson hack squat or anything that changes in gradient, there's a top tip for you. But yeah, this is like probably my favourite movement. This is obviously one of the hardest movements. We have a top set and a back off set as well. However, the back off set is a 2-second pause in the hole. So yeah, we're going to crack on with warm up sets and then fucking attack this set. Come on, come on, come on, cool. Compose, get a fucking breath. You need to get more here, mate. You need to get more here. Now, now, come on. Yep, yep, yep. Go again. There's more, mate. A tiny, tiny, tiny touch that a bit. Come on. Yep, big drive. Get angry. Come on. Yep, yep, yep. Again, mate. Again. You've not hit failure. Come on. Come on. Calm down. Compose, compose. Get in your fucking head.
Leave it.
Now, 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 now. Come on. Good set. That was fucking better than that last warm-up set, mate. That was good, mate. Well done. Sweet, man. The last warm-up. Last warm-up, feeling good. That was 3.5 plates. So I've not done a top set on this since before I went on holiday. We came back last week. This is the first session I've done, but it was a devolume session. However, the day before we went on holiday, I was actually about to do this set and then we got some bad news. I'm not going to go into it, but that kind of fueled my session and I ended up getting like what I got the previous week for 8, I ended up getting for 12, so we're definitely going to go a jump today and see what we get, man. So I do apologise if this clip's a bit shaky. Sam has literally just finished his top set and he's holding the camera, but that's one thing that like, do not get too worked up about. Like Sam has not done a hack squat in like 2 or 3 months and he's come onto this and he's like, oh, is that all I'm doing is like a plate and a half a side? Like do not worry, like if you're new to a movement, just slowly find a way that works for you, perform it well with good execution and then progress over the weeks, alright? But something I wanted to talk about, this is something that like, it's probably a bit deep for YouTube, but like I see it a lot on social media. Somebody actually asked, it was actually Connor Lauder, a guy I follow from London, who was like, what do you actually think about before your top set? Like I see so many people, especially people in here, who play fucking games on their phone and then jump into a top set, or they're scrolling through Instagram and then go into a top set. Like I promise you, if you just give yourself a second and like just think about what you actually want to achieve at that set, like you're going to like progress a hell of a lot faster. Like as I said, I know it's a bit deep, but this is something that I do. I don't know if any of you know this, but like mine and my brother's mum passed away 4 years ago due to cancer. I know that's a bit deep as I say, but I actually look at this photo, fine. So I don't know if you can see that photo, but like I know again you're like fucking hellbent, like you're meant to be enjoying training. I do enjoy training, but for me, I feel like when I need to progress this, I know how hard it's going to be. So if I can get something that like motivate me, inspires me, and kind of gets me angry and upset, and also listen to a song that was played during her funeral, again I know you're thinking fucking hell Ben, like I was actually enjoying your YouTube video and now I'm greeting. So I hope you're not greeting, it's not that sad. Sometimes I actually legit like tear up before a set, but that's like what it takes for me to get into the zone for a set, and I love it, man. It gives me goosebumps, it gets me to where I need to be. So yeah, I'm going to spend 5 minutes hood up, earphones in, and just fucking go to town with this, man. Let's fucking show me. Let's fucking go. Oh, come on, Benji. So that's hack squats done, top and back off set. Back off set was good, top set I said was heavy. Before anybody asks, yes, I do reverse band it. There's fucking this clown in this gym who goes on about how reverse banded. If you reverse band something, you're a fucking idiot. He's a tool, so don't listen to anybody. If anybody ever says to you, you're stupid for doing something, just ask them why. The reason I personally reverse band is, if you remember, last August I hurt my back. So when I'm at the bottom of that movement, it hurts my back. So what a reverse banding movement does is it matches the resistance profile of the machine to the strength profile of your body. So basically, when the machine's on the way down, it goes from easy to harder, or it gets heavier. So at the bottom of the movement it's heavier. What the bands do is match that, because when you're at the bottom of that movement, your quads go from being strong to weak. They're weakest to the bottom. So obviously having the bands to help you in your weaker position, that's why you reverse band something. So if it's going to let you train pain-free, then do it. If somebody says you're a fucking idiot, they're an absolute tool. So plus the fact the person who did say that reverse banding is stupid was reverse banding 2 weeks ago, but I'm not going to say nothing. Anyway, we have now got glute drive. But I usually do it on a Swift machine, but Flexion it does have a new Nautilus glute drive, so we're going to use that. So again, no idea what weight, no idea how to even use it. I'm going to let Sam to figure out how to use it, so on you go, bro. So now we have glute drive. However, this is actually a new Nautilus glute drive. So take a guess in the comments how long it takes my brother to work out how to work this machine. Let's go. How do you work it? You tell me, bro. Yes, there we go. Nice. That's quite weird. So with like a hip thrust or a I got a glute drive. You want to make sure that your spine stays neutral, so I'll stand up and show you this. Like what you'll see is that when a lot of people do a hip thrust is that they look up and their spine will flex and extend. Try your best to keep your spine neutral throughout, so you're almost doing a hip hinge. That's going to use your glutes better, so that looks like it's going to be good to do it. However, I think the seatbelt was too loose for me because my hips were not against the pad, so again, we'll see how it goes. 10, 2 more, do not fucking stop there, come on mate. Go on. Mate, come on, this is fucking easy, it's a fucking back off set, man. Come on. You're giving up, go one. Can I breathe? So we went, I don't know if you can see me in this clip, we went 3 plates for our last warm-up. I put my jumper back on because the fucking belt, like every belt, cuts into your hips. It was alright when I was chubbier, but now that I'm a little bit leaner, it is quite sore. So we're going to see how 4 plates goes. It might be too heavy, it might be too light. Sam went 3 plates and couldn't get it up, and then went 2 plates for like 15, so he obviously needs to go up. So yep, glutes are important, lads. Do not neglect your glutes, especially if you're a bodybuilder and you're going to be going on stage. You want to have shredded glutes. You will not have shredded glutes if you do not have glutes there. Glutes are important. Oh, my hips, mate. So, glute drive done, hip thrust, glute drive, what you want to call it. The machine's good, it feels stable. It's good that you start at the top as well, like try to start in the hole is very, very difficult. However, as I said earlier, I put my jumper on to save my hips, but like already it's like fucking bruised my skin, which is annoying because that was hurting more than my glutes were. So when I was trying to think about using my glutes, etc, it was hurting here, so my mind was taken off it. So we've got a back off set next, so I'm going to try and see what we can do to hang with that. But I'm going to wrap the video up at that. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I've not really done a video like this. No music, just raw footage. But as I said to my brother, and I said to one of my clients, Brian, this is what I love doing, man. Like just getting into the gym, not worrying about fancy edits, just earphones in, hood up, and get fucking cracking. So I try to give some tips throughout, but I didn't want to talk too much. So if you did like this video, let me know. Like, please let me know in the comments. I'm always trying to find things that you enjoy as much as I enjoy as well. So if you did enjoy it, I'll make sure to take you through other sessions. I obviously train pull, push, legs, upper and legs as well. So yep, I'm going to wrap it up at that. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up. As I mentioned in the last video, my holiday vlog, I am going to try and hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers. Fucking hell, I can't even speak. 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So I've got 4 weeks to get like 50 odd subscribers. So if you can subscribe, please do. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next week. Cheers, team.